very much for that. Now, just a very quick bulletin on farming, really prompted by the results of a survey by the Countryland Business Association, which is a poll only admittedly of 500 farmers. And I should remind you that there are over 200,000 holdings in the UK. But of those 500, 80% have told the CLA that they don't think their business will survive for a further decade, while 60 have said they considered getting out of farming altogether. Now, this is said to be sort of in response to, most prominently, the Labour Party's proposal to reinstate inheritance tax on agricultural land. Also, politically speaking, they say that 36% of those polled indicated they'd vote Reform at a general election, whilst 38% Conservative and 0% for Labour. Now, what this is suggesting, and I think particularly in light of the campaign that's been mentioned on the UK Column in recent weeks surrounding the sort of flags going up all over the country and what it is to be British and all that sort of thing, it's easy to see how this could become a battleground. And of course, big food and supermarkets have hijacked this to a large extent by putting union flags on produce to suggest that by buying British, you are actually supporting farmers, which of course is not really the case, because the results are in fact only good for the corporations, not the environment, not the farmers, and really not you. Now, associated with this, or at least in terms of subsidy, the government putting out information on their farming for the future. And the jargon is staggeringly confusing, but they're talking about phasing out subsidies for land ownership and tenure and improving the financial offer. And they really go on to describe, or at least try to describe, their sustainable farming incentive and how it can work for you. And on their particular website, they're saying that their choice of actions that can reward and support sustainable food production and all the rest of it. And the paragraph below says, we are not currently accepting any new SFI applications. Of course, the government on the DEFRA blog talking about having committed over 5 billion over the next 2 years for sustainable farming and nature recovery, and that they would be encouraging farmers to get into as many environmental land management schemes as possible. Of course, not possible because the scheme's closed. And again, just for context, 5 billion would last 10 days were it in the hands of the National Health Service. So frankly, the sooner the people and the farming community appreciate that the way out of this mess is to cut both government and the corporate giants out, and this is by trading directly with one another, the better. More to come on that, and we're going to finish off with something that may or may not be scary.
Well, I think it's very scary. It is very, very scary, because here comes Stratus. Yes, Corona is back. We had the original and the best, then we got a new variant, and then we got the Brazilian even at one point. But now we have Stratus. And how do I know this? Well, because the Plymouth Herald has told me. Let's have a look. New COVID strain, symptoms that are easily missed as variant spreading fast, Charles, because it's so ineffective and so unlikely to cause any harm whatsoever that you won't even notice that you have it. So you better take one of those lateral flow tests to make sure, and then take 6 months off work if you do actually catch it. That's probably what you need to do.
And thank goodness for the Plymouth Herald, otherwise how would anyone ever know?
How would we know?
Frankly.
Yes.
Right, well, that brings us to the end of the programme almost. I would just like to remind you that we have Germ and Lara Logan at 7 o'clock this evening. Mike and I will be speaking at 1 o'clock tomorrow, recorded from the Hope event. And of course, we will be staying on for extra time in a few minutes. So if you're a member, please do join us for that. If you're not a member, please do consider it. And finally, don't forget that there are, frankly, unlimited tickets available for the live stream for our October event. So please do join us for what will be an incredible day. Now, many thanks to Mike for joining me in the studio, and to Vanessa and Sandy for joining by live link. Thank you very much for watching. And if we don't see you at extra time, we will look forward to seeing you at 1 o'clock on Friday. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.